Gunner Morph. So I said, just assume it's Gunner Mag, and then they just respond with Morphling. So probably a 5-position Mag then with a Morphling.
10 seconds remain.
Yeah. Uh,
seconds.
interesting that they'd run all these ranged core heroes alongside the Magnus. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, Ricky.
I mean, the Morphling still gets a lot of damage out of the Magnus no matter what. It's just you don't get the cleave. But same thing with Drow. I mean, Drow Morphling, it's a lot of agility. Tons of armor as well. I mean, you need magic damage here on Beast Coast. They're going to pick up the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. The Phoenix is an interesting one. They've got a number of heroes that can just attack the egg. The Magnus is able to get on top, but Earth Spirit takes him a moment, but Morphling and Drow Ranger, tons of attack speed.
That's what I'm thinking.
It is a really good hero, don't get me wrong, but
seconds remain.
You could have gone for a Mars here. Oh, sorry, Mars first ban. You need to pick up something else and then grab the Phoenix last, I feel. Something that can protect this egg. Now they're going to be able to ban out heroes that are good against it. Interesting that they get rid of Clockwork here.
I was just thinking the same thing, but I don't think they have the room for it in the draft. I mean, they need an offlaner, most likely from 4 Zoomers, if I had to guess, right? You have Earth Spirit and Magnus. I don't think Clockwork's going to be their pick.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Clockwork could be their position 5. Brax has run Magnus on the 3 a number of times.
You're right. Okay, yeah, it's true.
But the reason why the Clockwork ban is interesting to me is because it's not amazing against any of the heroes. It's already against Snapfire, but that's about it.
Yeah, and they already have the Earth Spirit, which is almost good enough.
Yeah. So that leads me to believe that they plan on getting something that sits on the back lane here, potentially an Arc Warden.
For Beast Coast?
Would that be too crazy and out there?
I think you just have to... Oh, they're just going to assume that the Monkey King is safe lane.
Yeah. They think it... Well, when you see that Clockwork ban out, you start to assume that they know what they're going to pick on Beast Coast, and you think it's going to be a backline hero, right? So Invoker makes a little bit of sense, and they think it could be a safe lane Monkey King, but you got to get rid of backline heroes right now. That's the only reason why I'd see or imagine there'd be a Clockwork ban.
The Invoker ban's pretty good. I mean, this could still be a... Well, no. Yeah, I think... I'm trying to figure out Zoomer's lanes here, and I think they are still looking for a 5. I think you're right. It's probably going to be the offlane Brax Mag, but we don't know for sure.
Yep.
It is Radiance.
And Oracle. Okay.
So that's what they're as well. So if Oracle and Clockwork are gotten rid of, Oracle just good in general. I think it keeping Drow Ranger and Morphling especially alive here. But
Faceless Void, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, maybe you, because this basically makes it so you don't have the Phoenix Egg Snapfire like Chrono combination, which is very good. You have no save from 4 Zoomers, barring like picking a Vengeful Spirit, but it's banned. So yeah, I think that's just a safe ban there because you could still run the Monkey King in the mid lane.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
Wait,
that
what?
What I was expecting at all.
You just picked Earthshaker into the Morphling.
You did, yes. I'm.
That's got to be 4 Zoomers, right? That's KXY.
KXY. Stinger's the one drafting. Yeah, I'm sure everyone on Beast Coast, they got question marks over their head as to why the hell they just did that. I got question marks of why the hell they just did that. Look, I've said it before. I'm interested in being proven wrong. I'm happy when I see crazy things come out of these games here, but this last pick seems like a bit of a misplay. I mean, yes, the Clockwork ban makes a little bit more sense now that I see the Earthshaker, but I was really expecting to be some sort of backline carry. You don't round off a draft against a Morphling with an Earthshaker, and now they got Brax here on the Bloodseeker. It was amazing against most of this lineup.
Yeah, so that's the thing with the Mag first phase is they can run it in so many different positions, and then it's just being a 5. So you built this like draft kind of anticipating some combo with this Magnus, and it's like, nope, just a 5 hero with skewer RP. That's about it. But Bloodseeker, yeah, like you said, incredible against most of this draft. Monkey King has a very rough time dealing with this hero. Rupture just like ruins his game. You have the Earth Spirit kick as well. I'm not sure where this is
10 seconds.
It is going to be Tomato Abaddon. So like I said, I was like, there's no way they run this in the 1, but they are running it in the 1.
Again, it's pretty common for players who are standing in on teams for them to just run whatever the team is used to playing with. So they're very used to playing against Hector Abaddon. They're very used to playing against Chris Luck, Monkey King. So they're just going to play those heroes. It's easiest for the rest of the Beast Coast lineup to adapt to that one.
That's going to be a weird one, man. I'm not 100% sold on it. But we'll see. Beast Coast versus 4 Zoomers, first game of the series for them. And a big one here is this is Zoomers' last series of the group stage. So they are done after these 2 games. Beast Coast as well. So both these teams trying to fight for that top spot here in the group stage.
Yeah. And again, for anyone just tuning in right now, it is Beast Coast. They need to 2-0 for Zoomers here to finish the top seed, and Zoomers needing just 1 win out of this series. We'll see how it goes. Look at that win rate on Earth Spirit. How do you fight this?
This guy's so good at Earth Spirit.
6 wins in a row. How do you fight this?
You don't. Accept the loss, GG out, walk down lanes, break items, you know, the classics.
They tried before this match, the players on 4 Zoomers, they were hoping for a def loss and the Beast Coast wouldn't show up. I'm not sure if that's because they wanted to get back to playing NAC 3 that just came out, or they were worried about this game, worried about playing into Tomato, who's got his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yes, those are words.
One of those was English.
Dude, look at this courier. This thing is so cool. Unusual Grim Sneer.
Which one? On which side?
It's in Beast Coast base. It's on Tomato. Never seen this. I'm assuming, is this like a new Dire Tide one? Good luck in TI6. What? So that's an old one, I suppose. Never mind.
From YJ. I don't know who that is. But yeah,
And there's a cute turtle coming in here from Whisper.
The next label play.
I don't see it. I just see the Nishiba Inu on whose is this? Stingers. It's held up by a cat when it's flying. That is adorable.
See, I love like good courier designs.
They've gotten kind of wild in the last couple of years.
Any big ones here on Zoomers? I mean, you can't even see them. They're all ethereal, every single one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these are guys who have played their Dire Tide. They do not give. I mean, there's some people who like maximize the aesthetics of their sets and their couriers and try to make them look as pretty as possible. And the Zoomers just try to attach as many modifiers as they possibly can to anything.
Yeah. Gunner Morphling. Excited to watch that one this game. He's pretty much always been an all-star on this hero.
Gunner. Yeah, this is one of his specialties. It's Morphling, Ember Spirit, and what's the last one? I think he's got 3 really big ones. You should know, being a massive Gunner fan yourself.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
What's the third hero, man? It's Morphling, Ember Spirit, and I don't know what the last one that he's very good at is.
Storm.
Storm? Okay.
You're talking about Gunner? Like his course?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a spirit player for sure. Storm Spirit's one of his biggest. Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit were his like 2 big ones. Morphling, also very good on. An incredible Invoker player. Those are his big ones, yep.
Well, at first he was more so just an Ember Spirit player, but he's definitely expanded his hero pool and gotten very good on several of these things since then. His Morphling has been pretty insane. When you master Morphling, you master every other hero, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just gotta press buttons really fast. I'm sure it'll work out.
Just randomly transform into a hero and hope for the best as you roll your face across your keyboard.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to always morph at Agi when you're at low health. Like, you know, it'll be fine.
Just 30 seconds.
I actually have the worst win rate on Morphling. I don't know what it is. I cannot play that hero.
I used to play him, but that was back when Morph was a different ability. I know it was called Replicate. Sorry.
See, that's when I was good. When you could like control, when you could like micro the illusion and then swap positions with it. I was actually good with him at that point. And then when they switched, I was just, nope. I can no longer play this hero. I am incapable. Brain too small.
Yeah.
And
I think I'd be capable, but it would be a matter of being focused on the game. My crippling ADHD would not allow that. I get
The next level play.
I'm barely
next level
focused on
play,
casting.
next level play, next level play.
All right. We're going to go ahead and see these lanes kind of unfold. Stinger in the off lane on this 4-position Snapfire. Obviously, Whisper on his 3 Phoenix. Schofield showing down here for the moment as well. We'll probably see one of these guys rotate to the top lane after a little bit. I don't think the Abaddon is going to be very happy to play into Earth Spirit Bloodseeker by himself.
No. This is definitely the danger zone that Tomato's sitting in. Hector would not allow it. I mean, he'll manage for a little while, but he'll definitely need a bit of assistance. Ocean's going to be playing the creep wave as he doesn't want to sit in the lane and take any XP, too much XP with Rex. So he'll probably go in here. I'm not sure if he'll block the large or the small camp with this creep wave. The small one, it looks like. He's going to use the range.
Oh my gosh, first blood bottom. What a sick play by Husky. He was like baiting the fissure, and then it ended up blocking off Sammy. And then Husky's just like, oh, hey, I'm going to skewer you onto the tower. See you later, sir.
Not bad. So they managed to take that one 2v3. So how much gold going the way of 263 gold going the way of Husky. So he started with boots of speed and now sent himself out of windlace, salve, etc.
I mean, you're pretty happy about that. And Phoenix not going to have the best lane here against a Drow Ranger since you have 2 armor and you have a massive Magnus running at you. Stinger's just got a nice deep ward here. Gonna either, I'm assuming, lane pull or wait for a courier.
He's waiting for a courier, but they know something's up right now.
Yeah, sick play by Husky. I mean, you get first blood, you're like, oh, he's going to send some stuff on courier and get a lane advantage. Top lane, Tomato. I mean, this is the problem with this Abaddon I was telling you about. You know, he can't solo lane this against Earth Spirit and the Bloodseeker, and they immediately TP up that Snapfire as a response.
Yep. Ocean not managing to get that rolling boulder off to close the gap on Tomato. Doesn't want to dive underneath the tower, but he'll get very heavy harass onto Stinger, who...
Oh, Schofield. I mean, you've got the Shockwave in 2 and no health to work with. 1 auto attack. He's going to get it. Husky. Oh, my goodness. And Ocean gets a courier top lane.
Everything is going the way of 4 zoomers already. Every play that you make on Beast Coast, it seems like 4 zoomers and predict it and play around it. Husky with 2 kills under his belt already, and he'll send himself out his trank boots.
And Stinger has to leave as Ocean was just kind of toying with him in the top lane, realizing, you know, if he stays, he's just going to rolling boulder and get that kick. And now he smokes up, rotates mid. You're going to try and kick the Monkey King under tower here as Gunner pulls them into the tower. Try and kill them as fast as possible. Perfectly done, baby. Oh, great play here coming out from the Zoomers. KXY pops the Fairy Fire, but it's not matter. Ocean and Gunner. What a sick play.
Amateur, right? So Sammy boy dropping that all chat line from the Drow Ranger.
Unbelievable.
That was a very clean kick there, and Gunner's going to be pretty happy about that. Just get a more full agi, then grab himself that tango. Ooh.
Sorry, bottom lane. Oh, Drow Ranger, the courier. Oh, no. It's got 2 Wraith Bands on it. Oh, my God. Sammy in shambles right now. His life savings stolen right from before his eyes.
Yeah, his mental is going to be absolutely destroyed after this one.
Can't believe it. He's somehow blaming Husky for this one. Missing the skewer onto that Earthshaker. He's like, this is your fault.
You did this. Bring me salves. You must make amends. Whisper forced to just dive away, so he's not going to be able to get close to lane for another 30 seconds here. 4 minutes roll around, and that means power rune spawn. Ocean just holding this DB rune. Gunner, only 2 points in that attribute shift.
He's been kind of toying this around. He wants to get up to this rune, but Schofield's beelining for it. The boulder off the mark forces him to wave for him, which is not really what he wanted to do.
He's dead. I mean, KXY, he's going to throw out another Jingu Mastery in just or Boundless Strike in just a moment here.
They should have the damage for this, right? Adaptive strike to send him back. Gunner pops a DD. Gonna try to heal up. Brax here to save the day. Okay, they might turn this on to Schofield as Gunner is just shifting. Able to catch on the blood right. Drops a ward on the high ground, but it's not going to matter. Brax, what a sick rotation from him, and Gunner managing to stay alive as a result. Husky gets another kill, a killing spree on your Magnus. 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and that's what made it even easier for Brax to run him down. They're just leaving Phoenix there at low HP before finishing him off. Nice global play there by the 4 Zoomers. Now working on those phase boots on Brax. They'll be dead in just a moment.
Gunner?
Gunner's just dead.
He definitely underestimated the amount of damage that auto attack was going to do because he had everything available. Like, all of his spells were off cooldown. So unless he like somehow clicked off of his hero, I'm not really sure.
There's what happened. He had 0 armor. He was just he was shifted into full strength.
I mean, but he had what I'm saying is he had waveform adaptive strike, and like he could have just waveformed away and not died.
You see, that's the mistake that Gunner made there. He died. When he
Clearly, you should have just not died. Just don't die, forehead. All right, top lane, Abaddon, the Blood Right doing some serious work. Able to get that Curse of Vernus and a nice cookie there to do some damage, but Tomato, he's not fast enough to keep up with Brax. They can try and kite this out as best as possible. Stinger, the Blood Right's not going to catch. Okay, Husky needs to chill out. Killing another hero on the bottom lane. Sammy Boy, however, getting dove underneath the tower. And KXY and Whisper going to pick that one up. Back in the top lane, Snapfire. No HP, and Brax will say, thank you, miss. I'm going to just take that kill. Gonna chase after Tomato. They have a boulder to stun him up. Blood Right gonna force him back the other way, and Tomato will eventually go down here to this Bloodseeker. Ocean might die first, though. No save coming out from him. He gets level 6. Oh my goodness, a big blunder here, but Blood Right comes out again, and Brax should be able to... Oh, he can't finish this kill.
Oh my God, it's the power of the Sharingan! Tomato, he makes it out and gets the kill.
I can't believe it, Neph. I can't believe you just said that.
Hector died for this.
Hector did die for this.
Oh, Gunner. He's sitting on the mid lane. Schofield directly behind him could set up for a potential kill here with the Fisher if he manages to get the 4 stacks. They could bait this one out. We'll see if Gunner shifts back to agility. They might catch this one out. They can get the prediction off onto him. No.
Too difficult.
Yeah.
So Sammy Boy level 6 in the bottom lane does have the 3 points in the Frost Arrows marksmanship online. Husky might run into Schofield here, and he says, hello, sir. I'm just going to walk under my tower. No big deal. But they are trying to get on top of the Drow. There's no rotation coming as they see the Monkey King mid. Whisper just going to try and get the egg potentially. There's the fissure. Whisper's just going to dive him. Has Sunray as well. There's no way out. Yeah. Sammy Boy's dead.
Yeah, and Husky is too. Those fire spirits stopping him from getting the attack off. He should have turned and ran right away, but he gets a skew off the tower.
All right, Husky, he's a big kill bounty, though. If he goes down, he definitely will. 351 additional gold. Whisper Phoenix picking up 2 in the bottom lane. Middle, however, KXY going to go down to a 3-man gank from 4 Zoomers.
And this game has become an absolute bloodbath. We're only 8 minutes in, and we've got 15 kills.
Death or fight recap showing 666 gold gained here for Beast Coast. A little bit scary. This isn't an Arkosh game, but I'm wondering if Greg is having some form of an influence here.
I hope not.
Abaddon, his ultimate forced in the top lane, but they are rotating in on some other heroes. Stinger, I mean, you're level 3 on the Snapfire. Not very tanky, but Earth Spirit, you'll be able to connect, and a Blood Right's going to find that kill. Ocean barely surviving, but they're going to find the Sammy Boy Drow in the process. Brax might be able to finish off Abaddon. Ooh, Ocean with a nice geomagnetic grip will be all that's necessary, and maybe they can get KXY here. The boulder kick, he's stuck. He can't get out. It connects. Oh, my... What a sick controlling play here, and Ocean gonna get caught by those 2 fire spirits. Whisper TPing top, just getting something out of this.
And Schofield trying to come up behind these heroes, but unfortunately I don't think he's gonna be able to get anything. My God. Bloodseeker, he's just too tanky. He's got too much armor.
Yeah.
Schofield, he's forced to run away. He's pretty fast with these tranquil boots, though.
Gunner, really sad, just gets silenced while morphing. So you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go down to 0 damage. Thank you.
He's not such a good game on this morphling, has he? He's normally sitting at like another 20 or almost 20 CS more than this at 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he's not had a great time. KXY, I mean, the Morphling does not scale very well mid against the Monkey King, it seems. You have basically the same attack range. Top lane, Rupture's going to be onto the Earthshaker. He's going to get himself a little bit of space, but the rest of the boys are rotating, and Husky's going to be able to finish off that kill, but Ocean has to roll himself away. Cookie off the mark. Bound the strike. Will be able to finish the kill. Gunner rotating in. A huge RP catching two. Whispers Phoenix. He doesn't have the mana for the egg, and the Blood Right's going to take down both of them. And now, I mean, you're stuck here on KXY. You got nowhere to go. He's trying to get onto Sammy Boy. He gets the kill at least, but you lose 4 heroes in the process.
A little bit of recovery there, managed to grab him, and so it mitigates the damage. But regardless, about 850 gold going the way of 4 Zoomers after that one. 1200, 1300 XP also going their way. But tons of damage from that Bloodseeker. I mean, Brax doing a lot with these ruptures, the Blood Rights here. Needs to get his first item before he's really going to be able to contribute too much to this game, though. Right now, he's just kind of existing in the top lane, right?
Yeah, and that's honestly not that bad. He is kind of debating on what he wants to build. We've seen a lot of Bloodseekers go for like Atos or Veil of Discord. I would really just like a Force Staff, personally, this game. Like something simple, just like Yules as well, also really good. You can purge off Jingu stacks with that, can't you?
Yeah. Wait, purge off Jingu stacks with Yules?
Yeah, does that work now or no?
Not off of yourself, but off of Monkey King.
Yeah, right? Once he gets the buff, you can purge it off him with the Yules, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to see a Yules. I think that could work. Good setup for... Oh, he queues it up. I love it. Feels good, man. It's a good Yules game for sure.
Yules is just an incredibly solid item. I'm not sure how they nerf the item exactly. Maybe change it so it is affected by status resistance on the enemies.
I think they'll just probably reduce its cast range.
Again?
Yeah, I think we'll just see lower cast range, probably a longer cooldown. Not by much, but it could be good enough.
Interesting thought. We'll have to see. We might even find out by the end of today.
Ooh, I freaking hope so, man. We'd have plenty of time to go over these tomorrow. Mid lane, KXY does get the tower. Okay, pretty sick.
The next label play. The next label play. The next label play.
Tried to commit onto him on Ocean, but unfortunately interrupted by that boundless strike. Bottom lane, Whisper's having an excellent time this game on the Phoenix. He did end up getting caught out in the last fight, not having the mana for his egg, but...
Well, he forced borrowed time out of Tomato, so he basically can't fight now. Has to go jungle. Brax is super farmed, man. He just has Midas phase boots.
I mean, well, look what happened in the laning phase. They left Tomato alone against Brax, who's on this Bloodseeker, and everybody was sitting at low HP the entirety of the laning phase, so we just had tons of movement speed, being able to do whatever the hell we wanted.
Oh, what a nice silence from Earth Spirit there. Rupture as well. Ocean doesn't have the boulder kick, but they have Skewer. Oh, you don't want to be there for an echo. Oh, it doesn't matter. He gets him anyway. You know, Blood Right, pretty good ability. Full heal back up on the Bloodseeker, and another kill going his way.
Yep, Husky will heal up to full in just a moment as well. He's got the Trank Boots on the Magnus.
Almost kill in the top lane, Ocean. Only 2 points in that rolling boulder, though, so no way to actually get that second stun. TP's out.
And, KXY just continuing to farm up here. He's not going for the Aghanim Scepter Battle Fury build. Instead, he's opting to go the Echo Saber, which doesn't work with the Wukong's command anymore since the most recent patch. They changed the hero around a little bit, so it was not as good as the purpose it served before in just countering any melee hero, but a bit more armor.
He really wants this tower on Gunner, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get it. He has his Ghost Scepter at least to protect him, and he will go ahead and get the deny of the Snapfire. All right.
Still, it gives them the map control. They're not happy about not getting an extra like 40 gold a person, but it's better just to get rid of that mid tower as early as possible to limit the control that Beast Coast has over their map.
Absolutely. Bottom lane, they're pinging out or looking for Whisper. Brax showing in lane. You have to be careful on the Phoenix. They get the vision as a result, and more than enough silence duration here. He can't throw another Fire Spirit. He's going to go down. Godlike spree for Brax. He's 9-0-6 at 15 minutes. With Midas Phase and almost a Yule's Ocean might be ganking or tanking the gank for him, which is a fantastic play by the support. Wow, they just commit Wukong's command, kicks him out immediately. Ocean.
You may have killed him, but you embarrassed yourself.
Was it worth it, sir?
But it's not an ultimate that you're probably going to be using in the next 2 minutes anyways. Wukong command feels normally a little bit underwhelming. It's great for like pushing towers or holding a point of defense for a little while, maybe Roshan, but it's a very underwhelming ultimate, taking basically too long to set up for it really to be worth committing a lot of the time.
Dude, we are hitting that 2 kills a minute threshold, man. I love it.
And it doesn't look like things are going to slow down too much. I mean, Husky, he's playing pretty close to a lot of the heroes on Beast Coast most of the time here.
Yeah, he just wants a Blink Dagger, but we're about to see an E-Blade come out on Gunner here in 1,000 gold. And Brax has his Yules completed, which gives him more kill threat. Obviously, on the side of Beast Coast, Whisper is just trying to get these Spirit Vessel stacks, has just been unable. Schofield, does he have a Blink coming out? He does. All right, you have a Blink Shaker. They managed to catch the stun onto the Magnus. No Skewer out on this one. Goodbye, sir. Now, Blink Echo. I mean, that's a kill potential onto the Morphling. If he gets echoed from Fog, you can definitely just kill him.
Yeah.
Smoke up, debating on where to go. They circle the triangle, but Gunner, he's actually in their jungle.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the safest places for him at the moment, as his triangle is being invaded. He actually does show himself to Tomato up here on top and turns himself into the Abaddon, gets himself the curse.
This is a big bait, I think. He's going to go ahead and Aphotic Shield himself. Let's get on the backside of the fight. He just RPs the Snapfire and sends him into a Rupture. A big kill for them, but Schofield with the Blink Dagger. Ocean's going to be the first to go down on 4 Zoomers. And now Brax really low on HP. There's going to be the Spirit Vessel finally getting his first charge of the game, diving on after him. Brax goes down. No help there. Tomato forced to borrow time, but you have already committed some big spells. I mean, you're here on your Jaw Ranger, but... Oh, KXY, he can't actually make the jump over. He gets the Wukong's command, but a Gust will push him back for a moment. They're chasing after Magnus. Looks like they will be able to get him. The Spirit Vessel just putting in a lot of work. And the blink forward from Earthshaker. He finds Sammy Boy. A great stun. An egg comes out as well. And Gunner Fire Spirited up. It's just a disaster for 4 Zoomers. They lose 4. Beast Coast all alive. I guess they lost Snapfire in the beginning, but I mean, that's pretty worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you jump on a Snapfire and you think the team fight's going to go great. You can't really get onto any of these other targets. Abaddon, he's just going to pop his ultimate. Earthshaker, he's going to be sitting too far back in front of everybody. So ideally, Snapfire does go down. She's not able to contribute a whole lot and has the least net worth. And that's what you commit your RP for, right? Yeah. I think you have to save it. At this point in the game, I think you need to make space for Husky, allow him to farm up his Blink Dagger, let Brax play far forward in front of the rest of your team, and punish any kind of engagement that they try to take on Beast Coast with that RP. He's not putting on the prize right now. Husky looks like he's going to go down again.
He's going to get the D-Ward if it's his last thing he does. No, he dies anyway. Ocean goes in with a huge Magnetize, but there's no follow-up damage at all. The Bloodright only hits the Monkey King. In comes Gunner. He has the E-Blade. It's not enough to finish off the Monkey King, though, and now he's got to turn his attention on over to the Abaddon. The Jingu stack's giving him some health, but we'll go ahead, pop that borrow time. Tomato gonna get silenced up. A Yules will catch this Earthshaker. That Blink Dagger gonna be canceled, but a great fissure block there, keeping Sammy on the high ground, and Mortimer's Kisses gonna hold him in place. He can't run. He's gonna get surrounded by the side of Beast Coast once again. They're just crushing the side of 4 Zoomers. In comes Husky, gonna skewer them away. Has the RP. Ocean, he's respawned. Oh my gosh, in comes Wukong's command. The 2 supports completely separated off. Beast Coast have just taken like 8 kills in a row. Finally, they get something, but Ocean goes down again.
It just bad engagement after bad engagement there, and Husky just playing too far forward for the rest of his team. The RP after everyone is down, it's just completely useless. Again, he needs to farm up this Blink Dagger. Beast Coast holding that triangle the entire time. You let them win that fight practically. It is so difficult to fight in this area when one team holds it.
Yeah, this was, I mean, they got the E-Blade and they're like, okay, we can fight. Let's go, let's go. And then you just didn't have the damage. KXY with this Echo Saber build, he's actually just too tanky, it seems.
Well, they just walked in one by one on Zoomers. It felt like there was no coordination there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was watching, I don't know, these things happen. I mean, you think that you can just barely finish somebody out. You get baited forward, and then it happens again and again and again, and it escalates. So they've now lost their lead on 4 Zoomers. I mean, open this win probability graph here. It's looking at like 75% for Zoomers. Now it's down to 42.
Yeah, Brax is still super farmed, but I'm not feeling the effects of the Bloodseeker right now. And Gunnar just died solo to Schofield. The Blink Echo Slam, like I was saying, when he has this up, you have to be careful on the Morphling, and he's just sitting in lane, slightly too little HP, just immediately killed by the Earthshaker.
Yeah, S-God dropped the hammer on them. He has the money for a 4-staff now, so there's a save there from a number of things that they have, like RP especially. They're going to struggle to hold somebody in place.
He actually ended up going back for a Yules for some reason, it seems, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Stinger will be able to avoid that. Bloodright's TPing completely baited there, is now they're pretty happy to just stand their ground, get a Mortimer Kiss. KXY wants to chase potentially, and it looks like he's going to just settle for Ocean here on the Earth Spirit. They're just dying one by one on the Zoomers.
Situation is not improved at all. I mean, Brax got out of it just because people sitting at fairly low health. Tons of movement speed, but I don't know how they stem this bleeding.
It's 6,000 gold loss now.
I do know how they stem the bleeding. It's getting the Blink Dagger on Husky, and but not while you're giving up kills to the side of Beast Coast. Husky's just about has it done. He's got the 4-staff queued up instead, but I imagine he'll just go for the Blink anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if you manage to get the 2250, you're probably just going to go for the Blink.
Yeah.
Well, Abaddon now has Radiance, so... Gunnar? Oh, you have to be careful. The E-Blade might have actually saved him. You're going to try and chase after the Earthshaker. Fissure not going to come out. You don't have the Ags yet on this Morphling.
You can't even kill Earthshaker at this point. This guy was so weak a moment ago. Bottom lane, Tomato takes the tower. He pops...
This is a great kill if they can get it, but Whisper, I mean, he's keeping him alive. The egg as well on the backside. They just don't have the damage for the Abaddon. They're going to focus on the egg if they can get it. The Boundless Strike and pops Bloodseeker. He just gets melted, and now Magnus as well. Double kill going the way of Beast Coast. Ocean trying to keep Sammy Boy alive, but KXY just chases him on the backside, and he's going to get himself a triple kill on this Abaddon. The Radiance. Oh my goodness. 4 Zoomers just absolutely tossed this game into the dumpster.
Sammy Boy just not going forward for that egg. He thought his teammates had it, and it ended up being a complete disaster. 18 net worth up.
Oh my god, Schofield. He's just making it so Gunnar can't TP back to base. There's no way. He has to just walk.
He just S4'd him. He really did. And this is going to be your Rax gone. And the only thing that's protecting your other set of reacts here is the fact that your tier 2 towers are still up. This game is suddenly got so hard for 4 Zoomers. It's always going to be winnable, yes, but you were expecting to win the early game a lot harder and not give Beast Coast a chance to recover with this Drow lineup.
All right, Gunnar may have been baiting out the Schofield Shaker here. He commits an Echo. KXY comes in. You're kidding me. There's no way. He has the blink. He's out. Oh my goodness. Schofield, an absolute god on this Earthshaker.
I mean, I was skeptical of this last pick, Earthshaker, but the amount of plays this guy is making is insane. It's not over yet.
Okay, they managed to get one pick off there. A little bit of gold going the way of Brax. But you are 11k behind a full Rax. Experience even worse, and win probability is up to 88% now for Beast Coast.
Beast Coast just absolutely slaying it all of a sudden. I mean, you gave him an inch, and they took a mile here. KXY, his build isn't that crazy. I mean, all he's got is an Echo Saber and a Black King Bar, but he still feels terrifying. You struggle to bring him down.
my god, look at Schofield mid. He's gonna freaking do it again. The enchant totem, the stun. He gets the morph off just in time though. So Gunner, he's gonna try and turn this around. There's gonna be the rupture as well. A nice fissure. Husky with a huge RP. The question is, can they finish off any of these kills? A Yules to protect him, but Husky with the fissure on, or the skewer onto 2. Schofield stays alive through it. All the heals coming in from Whisper and Tomato. He lives. A fissure to block off Brax. Spirit Vessel is there. Sammy boy, oh, he's trapped out by himself. Goes down to Tomato. They just cannot find any kill.
XY trying to dodge that one slightly off the mark, but still, I don't think they could be able to slow him down. Might hold on to his Jinko Mastery so he can throw out a boundless strike and heal back up. Looks like that's what he's going to do onto the neutral camp. Okay, never mind, he's going to throw it onto the Gunner.
Yeah, they're going to try and turn it, but Yules into silence. KXY going to lose a little bit of health there. Gunner on the low ground is going to be okay for now. Not bad, and they're trying to force his borrow time. Skewers him all the way back to base. They will finally get it. A little bit of a win there. All right. Oh, Stinger. He's dead. The nice rolling boulder into that stun. Can they chase for more? The Zoomers, you're so far behind. You've got to get something here, but it's just a Blink Echo into a Wukong's command. That's what you're going to get is death, sir.
Echo up that exact same second that he used it as well. Just wasting no time here. Schofield, the plays that this guy is making, he's wasting no time either. He might even go up into the high ground here and try to shut down a Gunner, stop him getting into these creeps and recover his game. They just go right into Roshan though on Tomato.
Why not?
I don't think they can defend this pit.
Nah, you definitely can't. I mean, the only way to do it is Blood Right spam from the Bloodseeker, and you don't have him up for 19 more seconds. The Roshan gonna die way before then, and now this, like, you know, Echo Saber BKB Monkey King, he's about to have an Aghanim Scepter, and this Tomato Batten is gonna have 2 lives. You can just sit on your high ground and click your base.
Yeah, and the Morphling hasn't, I mean, he's in a bit of a rough spot right now. I don't think you're going to be able to chain stun him down.
They got to try and find something here. The Roshan still going down, but it's going a little bit slower here. Tomato finally able to finish it, but you're still going to lose the Magnus. I mean, it's like a 4v4 all by themselves, and they just have plenty of space to keep chasing. Boundless Strike on the mark again. A Silence will catch the Earthshaker, but a Yules once again going to control Gunner. Able to hit that waveform up onto the high ground. Ocean able to dive around trying to cut these trees, but they just back on out. The fortification doing a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, thankfully the creep waves pushed all the way and slowed down the aggression here from Beast Coast. But Gunner, he needs more time. He's still 1,500 gold off his Aghanim Scepter. Even with that, I'm not sure it's going to be to make the difference that they need here. Stinger does go down, trying to get wards up here on the high ground.
Tomato, Borrow Time Forest. He does have Aegis as well, so he's not the easiest hero to break down. It looks like they're a little bit afraid. The buyback from Snapfire. Schofield is just hunting them down as well.
Yeah, Beast Coast are not looking to waste any time here. Stinger's buyback is evidence of that. We'll just go straight for this tier 2 tower with the Aegis available. Not much
Schofield might be dead. Nice Yules, but he's going to come right on down into a Silence. Backside KXY going for a Wukong's command. A really well placed one. The egg in the center of it all. Saberboy pops his BKB, but realizes there's no way to fight this. Tomato just going to chase him down and get that kill. Morphling went in as well. Inside Wukong's command, not a great place to be. Spirit Vessel and Radiance going to make quick work of him. And Tomato still has the Aegis. Brax chases out as well. It's not where you want to be, sir. KXY going to finish off that kill, and Ocean dies back in the middle of the fight. Ends up being a fantastic one once again for Beast Coast.
This fight after fight they're taking in their favor, and you can't bring down these core heroes. Monkey King and Abaddon feel invincible, despite the fact that he entered that team fight with half HP, 19k net worth up, and they need to somehow stall this out a little bit until Morphling has his Aghanim Scepter. They can't hit any of their timings here on Zoomers. Beast Coast isn't giving them a chance.
Yeah, I mean, this game is really hard for them to deal with now. You have the Ags on the Monkey King, which is a lot of building damage, but it's also a team fight damage. You can't actually fight into these army soldiers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the current items they're working on are going to be enough at this point to develop 22k net worth up on Beast Coast. Brax, he's just finished his Solar Crest. God, he's not going to have whatever it is his next item is before they're ready to push this last tier 3 and claim Mega Creeps.
Yep.
Morphling as well. I don't think he'll have his eggs done, so
Yeah.
he won't be able to advantage.
They're just so far behind where they would have liked to be. Oh, Schofield just echoed nothing. You know, he's had a really good game, so we'll give him that one. I don't know, Schofield. That was a little sus. That was a little weird one. They found Monkey King. Can they keep him stunned? The RP, it's there. This is a huge win if they can take down KXY. What a great find there by Husky and Ocean. On the backside, they're going to be able to dive in, look for Abaddon. The Age is still protecting him, though. Gunner silenced up without the morph. He's going to go down. Ocean has to roll away. I think you'll take those trades if you're Beast Coast because you still got this Abaddon for this high ground damage. You got Egg as well.
And there's no buyback available on this Morphle. It is going to be the majority of your damage as well. Brax, I feel like if he goes down, they just lose here. Sammy Boy, it feels like he can't do anything in these team fights. 1-9-12 right now on this Drow Ranger. And I gotta say, Ricky, you were right. You needed to pick a hero that could have taken advantage of the cleave here from Husky. There's not much of a point of picking this Pause 5 Magnus if you can't use that in power to its maximum effect.
It's like you got Bloodseeker, which can use it, but they went for like a 4-1-4 build, right? Where you're just kind of like a skewer and shockwave nuker. That like combos with the magic damage of the Bloodseeker, right? And the combo is, you know, hold them in place for Blood Right, but it didn't really pan out. Like Brax went off to an amazing start. I mean, he was top net worth for the first 15-20 minutes of the game. But then your fight just starts to crumble.
Yeah, your fights are crumbling, and the Brax, again, he's the Pause 3 in a game where you have a Morphling and the Drow Ranger, who are two core heroes that like to play as the Pause 1. Yeah, so Brax couldn't snowball his own advantage in the lane phase. He was forced to go Midas, Solar Crest, Yule Scepter, all these utility items. That means not much damage is going to come from him. He's boosting up his allies, and there's not much to boost.
Not indeed. I mean, Drow Ranger's working on what I'm assuming is a Blink Dagger or finishing the Hurricane Pike. We'll find out. They see KXY in the left trees. He immediately realizes, he's like, I'm not making that same mistake twice. I will fall down. Tomato just going to start working on this barracks, though. Aegis reclaimed. All right, a potential opening here for the side of 4 Zoomers, but KXY, he's just going to wrap around. He finds Drow Ranger. He gets caught immediately. Oh my gosh, the E-Blade does not do it, sir. Has to buy back into the game.
Didn't pop his BKB in that last fight because he knew he'd have to buy back. The last Rax is about to go down. Ocean keeping it up for a moment, but
that's going to be it. Yeah, melee barracks goes down. They're going to try and hunt for KXY, but he doesn't find him. And Ocean, he might die in the process. No, makes it out just barely. Mega creep secured, however, for Beast Coast. Backside of the fight, you know, Gunner, he went in trying to take down the Snapfire. Has to just leave now as he goes up onto the high ground. Spirit Vessel is causing so many problems for him. Oh, Schofield. Sammy Boy pops the BKB. A self fuels to protect him, but a skewer on back. The RP onto 3. A big Blood Right as well, but he's protected by the BKB on KXY. Not really going to do a whole lot. His Aghanim Scepter kind of cleaning him up, and a great Sunray from Whisper trying to heal them off. Bloodseeker goes back in, but just gets immediately hexed. Schofield once again with the Echo Slam, and that is just a GG as Beast Coast just turned this game around.
I feel like a lot of this was off the back of S-God Schofield on this Earthshaker. I mean, we were questioning it as a last pick, but my God, did this guy make it work. All these Echo Slams, beautiful fishers coming out in this game too. Beast Coast, incredible game number 1 of this series, and this makes things pretty exciting, Ricky. I'm going to be honest with you. As the admin told us before this game started, we are going to need either a 2-0 from Beast Coast for them to finish as the top seed, or 1 win from 4 Zoomers. So whoever wins this next game coming up here will end up at the top of the groups, regardless of what else happens in these group stages.
That's so epic. I mean, I just want to look at the graphs here. It looked pretty good. They didn't have a huge net worth lead here on 4 Zoomers around 20 minutes, but they were sitting pretty happy. And then out of nowhere it just plummets. Like a couple bad fights in a row, and it goes from, like we said, almost a 75% win probability to just nothing. They just started losing fight after fight. It was really that triangle scenario where they just kept walking in one by one and dying.
Yeah. Oh, a couple misplays there by Zoomers for sure, but Beast Coast just capitalizing on that, not relenting on their push, buying back on Stinger to keep these fights going and pressing their advantage. Didn't want Gunner to have a chance to come online. He built this E-Blade, and then he got nothing since then.
Nah, it came out way too late. You were too tanky on heroes like, the Phoenix, the Abad, and the Monkey King. The Abad, you don't even have the ability to pop, but like going for the Monkey King, you're like, okay, I might be able to blow up this hero, and then his first attempt results in him dying because he didn't finish off the Monkey King and Schofield was waiting for him. And Phoenix by then had a Lotus Orb. She ends up getting a Hex after that. I mean, they were just so dang farmed on the side of Beast Coast after those like 2 bad fights or one really long bad fight, however you really want to look at it. But yeah, really well played by Beast Coast. Patience from them. They knew they had a better draft. They take it. Game number 1.
Yeah.
But that's not it, right? Now, if we got game number 2 coming up, and then we have a whole 4th series after, then should be a good time. So everyone stay tuned for game number 2 between 4 Zoomers and Beast Coast, the game to decide who takes top of the bracket. We'll see you in a short bit.